How'd you do? Number 5 should equal 1 divided by 54, and number 6 should be 2,401. Let's break down how that should have worked. So for number 5, both of them had negative exponents, so we switch them numerically and denominate with the numerator and denominator and reciprocate them. 2 squared is 4, 6 cubed is 216. Those simplify to 1/54. Then number 6, we have 1 divided by 7 to the negative 4th. Reciprocate 7 to the 4th. Use our calculator, 2,401. Okay, let's start working with variables. 3x to the negative 2nd power. Okay. Now, what's important to think about with negative exponents is that each part is individual. So, does the 3 have a negative exponent? No. So, the 3 is perfectly fine in the numerator, but the x to the negative 2nd needs to be reciprocated to the denominator to become positive. So, we end up with 3 divided by x squared. Number 8. A to the negative 3rd, b to the 0 power. Well, we know that a to the negative 3rd has to go to the denominator to become positive, and b to the 0 power, anything to the 0 power is 1. So we get 1 divided by a cubed. Three to the negative 1st power, a to the negative 2nd power, b to the 0 power, divided by 5 squared, c to the negative 3rd power. So lots of different things. So anything with a negative exponent needs to change from the numerator to denominator or denominator to numerator. So we'll start with that. So 3 to the negative 1st would change to the denominator to become 3 to the 1st. 5 to the 2nd is already positive, so it stays in the denominator. A goes down to the denominator to become positive. B to the 0 is 1. And C is negative in the denominator, so it goes up to the top to become positive. Then we simplify. Obviously, 1 times c cubed is just c cubed. Then we look at our numbers. 3 to the 1st power, which is 3. 5 squared, which is 25. So 3 times 25, which is 75. And then a squared. So we get c cubed divided by 75, a squared. Let's go with the next one. 2 to the negative 2nd power times a to the 2nd power, b to the negative 3rd power. Again, anything with negatives needs to change, whereas anything positive, exponent-wise, can stay where it is. So a squared can stay. 2 to the negative 2nd becomes 2 squared, and b to the negative 3rd becomes b cubed. Anytime you have a number variable, try that again. Anytime you have a number as a base, you evaluate. So a squared divided by 4b cubed. As mentioned before, this can be used in lots of different ways. So there's going to be a handful of examples that touch on every single different rule. So now we have 3 to the negative 4th power times 3 to to the 9th power. So this one should remind you of the product rule, okay, where we're multiplying the same base, so therefore we add the exponent. -4 plus 9. -4 plus 9, which would give me 3 to the 5th. And 3 to the 5th is 243. Let's try that with the variable. X to the 24th times x to the -11th power. What will that simplify to? Check on the next video.